Or if all else fails, you can always give your number to the Donald. This is for all the veterans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and Dick Morris is chuckling as that aired. Dick, a Newsmax political analyst and best-selling author of Power Grab, Obama's Dangerous Plan for a One-Party Nation. Welcome, good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
That was very clever, huh?
That was great. You know, it reminded me of a time when I testified before the Government Operations Committee, the Government Reform Committee, in private. And they asked me, did you send this document to the President? And I said, yes. And they said, how did you do it? And I said, I faxed it. Said, to what number? And they went on and on and on. And finally, they realized they wanted me to tell them the phone number. So after they asked about 5 times, I did. And then about 6 months later, they published the testimony, and it was Clinton's bedside fax number. And he got deluged that night with faxes and had to change it.
That's funny. See, that's the inside story, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's talk about Trump. And you know, he's been egged on in many instances by Lindsey Graham, who called him the name, and then John McCain, who called the people who came to see him crazies. I don't condone what he said about McCain's service, but is Trump in trouble here with the things he's saying, or is it all going to be about the debate and beyond?
Well, the debate will be very important in it. Remember, there was a period when Michelle Bachmann was going to win. There was a period when John Perry was going to win. There was a period when Herman Cain couldn't lose, and when Gingrich had the nomination sewed up last time. So there are these ups and downs. I think that Trump has struck a wonderful, vital chord with the American people by the simple act of telling the truth and saying what he really believes. Now, the problem is that if your campaign is based on saying one strong thing after another, at some point you put your foot in it. And I think that he did with McCain, not even so much because he attacked McCain, but because he stopped talking about immigration. Now he's planning to go back to the border. It isn't just that Trump was telling the truth. It's that he was addressing an issue that nobody's allowed to talk about. Liberal Democratic Union members understand that it's illegal immigrants coming in that depress their wages and threaten their jobs. All Americans understand that it is the possible terrorists that are coming in through student visas and other stuff like that are risks, like the guy in Chattanooga. But none of us are allowed to say it, and the Donald said it, and that's his appeal. In effect, it doesn't say as much about Trump as it does about us, that the truth should be so shocking.
Right, and that he's the only one willing to talk about it. That's disappointing if you're a Republican and going forward. He's going to Texas, as you mentioned, right into Perry's old backyard or current backyard. He's attacked Perry for glasses, but he also first attacked him for not doing anything on the border. What does Trump hope to accomplish by going to the border? I mean, what will he put his foot in it again, or will he enhance his message?
Oh, I think it's a good move for him, because I think he wants to get back to the immigration message, and there's no better place to do it.
Forget the McCain incident.
There were 2 statistics I have just bowled me over. One is, do you know last year we issued 127,000 student visas to students from Muslim-majority countries, like the Chattanooga kid? And secondly, that out of the 150,000 children who showed up on our doorstep from Central America, all but 7,000 are now living in the United States.
It's shocking.
Only 7 have been turned back. When they heard the rumor that there was amnesty, the stupid rumor, they came, they were absolutely right.
And they're all over the country.
And I think the anger at stuff like that is really there. The establishment doesn't let you say it, and Trump will say it.
Hillary, bad news for her today. Quinnipiac poll in 3 key states. 3 key Republicans beat her, and in swing states, and also her trustworthiness and honesty keeps going down and down and down.
And her favorability, too. She's isn't at 40 on
How much
below
trouble
40.
is she in, or is it way too early?
Oh, no, she's in great trouble. And it's not too early, because it's the beginning of a long trend. These emails are going to come out at the end of every month for 6 months. And they'll still have the hearings in front of her and the debates ahead of her, which will be bad for her. She's got a lot to go. And this sets in motion the cycle, which is that when the Democratic Party voters say, I'm not a radical liberal like Sanders, and I like Hillary, and I don't distrust her, but oh my God, did you see how she's losing the election? We can't nominate her because we'll get a Republican president. And then the mind drifts to Al Gore, to Perry, to Kerry, to other candidates. By the way, if you don't like Bush v. Clinton, what would you think of Bush v. Gore?
Oh, my.
That's a Supreme Court case.
Yeah. Now, is this Biden's entree if this continues?
Yeah, I think that Biden may well be drawn into the race by this, because it'll be like '04 with John Howard Dean. People said, "Oh my God, he can't win.
Right.
Let's find somebody else who can," and they found John Kerry.
Yeah, and that, of course, with Dean, it was all about the yell, which was kind of crazy. A big part of it.
Well, but he was originally on the map through gay marriage because he signed that bill.
Dick, it's always great to see you.
Thank you. Good
and
to
of
see
course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to get your copy of Dick Morris's best-selling book. It's called Power Grab. There it is on your screen, and you do that simply by visiting powergrab411.com. That's powergrab411.com. Up next, the Malzberg panel with Jane Velez Mitchell and Tom Borelli. Don't miss it.